What is up, everyone? It's Jonathan here. I'm going to go through the final results for the NASCAR Cup Series race at the Echo Park Speedway or Orlando Speedway and talk about the race as I go through. Man, what a. I tell you right now, this race does not disappoint. It really doesn't. I know a lot of people still prefer the old Atlanta. I get it. It's tradition, but we're never going back to that kind of style of race, at least not for a very long time. Just because of how the cars are designed, how the track's designed now. And for people kind of jump on, well, why did it repave it? Track needed repaving. It needed it. It was falling apart. Like they could be doing it for the next 5 years, and then when would be enough when a piece of asphalt hits a fan, you know, or blows through a windshield. I mean, you got to know when safety is a concern for a racetrack. And except just repaving it and going through the struggles of probably 10 plus years trying to get the track anywhere near what it was before or what it used to be, it would take forever. And fans would fall in love with Atlanta. So they had to do something to keep the upbeat in it. And the only way they figure is that they make their own super speedway. So, and since then, the track has worn out enough where it's provided really good racing, way better racing than Daytona and Talladega. So let's get right into it. Tyler Reddick wins again, gets it done with about only three quarters of his car. He lost his right front quarter panel during, I think it was lap 100 wreck, and still able to somehow, some way drive through the field. I mean, even he doesn't understand it. He's just, everyone's getting tripped up on the outside. He kept using the bottom, and wreck after wreck after wreck, he was just able to stay up front. And then during that last bit of there at the Grand Checker, Bubba tried to block the top. He missed it. Hobsbawm split him in the middle, went 3 wide, and that allowed only Reddick and Chase Briscoe to be there off turn 4. And Briscoe just, he got to go with a total teammate when he did and push right to the lead, and that was all she wrote. So that just amazing finish. The whole race was good. Just slingshots after pass, after handling issues, and lifting off throttle, but getting huge runs. It was so fun to watch. So congrats to Reddick again, back to back. Of course, again, it means nothing in the grand scheme of things in the sense of, don't have winning or in. But definitely had a great points day. Kind of wish they would maybe update the running or the maybe points as it goes on as well with this thing, but that's all right. Maybe down the road it will. Chase Briscoe got second. Total was strong. The handling in those cars were really good today. Maybe some were having issues. Maybe Hamilton was probably the outline, even though he was up front for a while in the beginning of the race. Toyotas and Chevys were the strong suit. Yes, Fords were up there. Joe Logano, Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney was actually mired back in the 30s and 20s for most of the race. Fine pit strategy was able to get him forward, but just I think the handling of the Fords just weren't there. Even though they said they were going more to the conservative side of have more downforce than speed, still I guess it wasn't enough. Ross Chastain got third. He was really fast. He had fresher tires at the end. Though I feel like he started losing the grip level out of those tires after a while, but still fast car, good handling car. Got the third. Carson Hocevar finishes 4th. Boy, that guy, he's talented, but man, he's out of control. He's a very out of control driver. He gets away with a lot of things, and maybe it's just due to part because the other drivers know how crazy he is and how out of control he can be. And so they just kind of let him do what he has to do and hope he don't get wrecked. Right there on that first Grand Checkered, he tried to split the 20 of Bell, tried to go in the middle, and the hole wasn't there. I mean, talk about the on TV. Clinton saying there's probably like that was 3/4 of a hole there, but it wasn't a full hole. And yes, Bell did go up. I'm not saying he did not go up, but the hole wasn't big enough to really fit a car there. And let alone try to even shove it through that hole and hope that Bell didn't come down, right? Because he was going to come back down the hill to make the entry to the turn. So bad. I'm going to call a bad move on Hocevar there. Other times in the race, he was just flying. And he was down 2 laps to begin the race and came back, get back in the lead lap, and just hustles. Again, he is so talented. But he's just, if he can control his emotions, control a little bit of how he races. And I know a lot of people love what he does, but he would do even better. He could win races if he could just harness that skill and not make sometimes boneheaded moves that will cause wrecks or get him wrecked. So, yeah, I hope that he wins eventually. He's, again, a good person, good, really talented driver, just honing his skills in. His teammate, Dan Suarez, no, we didn't talk about him all race long. All of a sudden, boom, there he is. He shows up late in the race. Kind of the same thing happened there when he won that free wide photo finish here at Atlanta. He just out of nowhere showed up. Kind of for a little bit worked with his teammate, but generally just kind of was right there, that 5th to 7th spot, roughly. But able to come home 5th. Very good points day for him. SVG, Shane Van Gisbergen. He is starting to do way better than I expected, for sure. I think that his oval skills are going to grow. I understand this is a super speedway, but you still got to have some decent skills. It's not like you can just hope that you can be okay. And especially here, it's not like Daytona and Talladega. You have to lift. You're handling the car's handy. You got to understand what your car's going to do when you go into a turn. Is it going to plow? Is it going to get loose? And when it does, can you control that? Now, a few times, not so much. He spun out a couple times in this race. One was with Larson and Watch. I don't think he necessarily spun that one. I think he did. He spun, but Larson came down the track trying to block him. Watch, he thought there was no one below him. And so he assumed that he was clear, but he wasn't quite, and got clipped by SVG. So Larson crashed, but SVG spun. He spun a couple times, but still able to come back to finish 6th. He was running 4th. It looks like his car just got, actually, I think it was 3rd, actually. But he got 4th or 3rd. I'm not really sure. But either way, he got tight. See in the replay, he got tight and just watched the track. But hey, still a top 10, great for him. And of course, now next week he's going to his bread and butter races, road course at Coda. So definitely gonna be a force there. And Zane Smith 7th, great job for him and that team. Another good, decent finish after what happened at Daytona. I think he finished 6th or 7th or somewhere around there last week. So 7th again. Good start for the season for that team. Walsh running up front at the end, had a shot to win. Again, he made that move to block Hocevar, and he just went a little too wide, and Hocevar got inside and passed him. And then he tried to make a move again on Hocevar, and Hocevar just bluntly put a block on him and put him in the wall. But still able to finish 8th. Ryan Preece showed up late, but able to get a 9th spot. Ryan Blaney 10th after, again, struggling most of the race. Got up front late, but his handling of the car just wasn't there, and he struggled. But it would still get top 10 after all the mayhem happened. Chase Elliott running up front most of the race, just unfortunately couldn't. I think his car was handling bad really at the end too. Also, just unfortunately, just not in the right lanes. Sometimes he'll get to the bottom and the momentum was on top, or if he got to the top, the momentum was on the bottom at that time. So just unfortunate. Just though he was running up front majority of the race, unfortunately, uh, definitely. I think I don't know if he got caught up in a wreck. I don't think he got caught up in a wreck, but definitely had some issues. He pitted there when that last Grand Checker. So assuming he was probably 20th, so getting to 11th was probably um, definitely a good finish for Chase. AJ Umdinger finishes 12th. Didn't much talk about him too much. He was mired up in the pack all day. Denny Hamlin caught up in multiple wrecks. He actually caused kind of basically, well, Joe Logano was the one that caused the big one. Car got tight. He slid up in front of Denny. Denny's trying to stay off of him. Got his car loose. Caused a big crash on his front straightaway. But Denny, multiple times from getting in accidents, was able to get back to the front. Just, again, wasn't able to stay up there and finish 13th. Well, Gregson, I saw him one time, I think, up in the top 5, maybe top 10. I think a lot of it was all about avoiding wrecks and unfortunately, just not in the right lane at the end. So 14th for him. Chris Buescher, 15th. Todd Dillon, 16th. Brad Keselowski definitely was up front. I think it was in the third stage, second stage, and second, getting the third, doing really well. A little concerned about Brad Keselowski next week. He's saying, it sounds like to me, he may not be racing, or if he does, he ain't going to be in for long because he's not sure he can do all the shifting and all that stuff with his legs still yet. So I would assume he is going to start the race and try to muscle the pain just enough he can. Hopefully get done with stage 1. And then I think, I forgot who was supposed to take over his car. I have to do a little bit of digging again with who's going to take over. But either regardless if he starts or not. But we'll see that. But as it comes to the Atlanta race, was up front, doing good. Just handling was really bad at the end for that car. Joe Logano got caught up in a wreck at the end. Basically, I think everyone out from Joe Logano on back was involved in a wreck. And though it was like they did finish, still couldn't keep up. Joe Logano caught up and self-spun. Okay, he instant with Denny Hamlin. Then he self-spun on Holzvar's nose. Then got caught up in the wreck with the 24 William Byron. So big day for Joey when it comes to a lot of wrecking. But he finishes 18th. John Nemechek 19th. Michael McDowell 20th. Chris Bell caught up in the wreck late with Holzvar again. I talked about that when Holzvar tried to split the middle. Didn't work. Bell got wrecked and finished 21st. Cole Custer 22nd. Alex Bowman 23rd. Eric Jones 24th. Todd Gillen 25th. Austin Cindric was up front and he won, I think, stage 1. But again, caught up in a wreck. We'll finish 26th. Cody Ware 27th. William Byron. Weren't sure exactly what caused his wreck. Either a flat tire, broken tolling, something happened to his car. And either way, caused a wreck on the back straightaway. He finishes 28th. Austin Dillon. I mean, talking about bad luck for him twice. I mean, maybe we can chalk up the Daytona one that he just didn't stop. But, 2 big hits back to back. One at Daytona and Atlanta. He practically got through the wreck until Austin Cindric spins right up in front of him. Just plows. I mean, he plows right into Cindric and heavy damage. But sucks for Austin Dillon back to back for that. Connor Zilic doing great throughout the race. Top 10, top 5. I think he was almost going for the lead at one point. I don't think he got to the lead. But he was definitely doing great throughout that whole race. But caught up in a wreck, finishes 30th. 31st, J.J. Yaley. Kyle Larson, again, I talked about that when he came down right in front of SVG, spun himself out, couldn't catching in time, hit the wall, finished 32nd. Riley Herbst 33rd. Kyle Busch, he got loose off turn number 2. It looks like loose or not loose, tight. He get more tight than anything. He tried to correct it or catch it at that time, and unfortunately, he didn't get enough time to catch it when I think it was the 4 Mel Gregson trying to give him a shot to get him going, spun him, and Kyle Busch crashed on the back straightaway. We'll see what Kyle Busch's season is. We'll probably determine what he does next season. So we'll see. BJ McClure, he finishes 35th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 36th. Ty Gibbs 37th, and Josh Berry 38th. So definitely a wild finish and race at Echo Park or Atlanta Motor Speedway, whatever you want to call it now. And next week they head to COTA, Circuit of the Americas, where they're going to 100% have to go through Shane Van Gisbergen. That's just no doubt in our mind. You're going to have to go through him to win the race. Guys, that will do it for this one. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new to this channel and want to get more NASCAR content or NASCAR news, consider subscribing to this channel. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you for the next one.